Hey everyone, so I'm back again with another video. This time around I have some retro video game pickups to share with you guys. But before I share what I have found, I'm just going to go ahead and shout out this channel. And this YouTuber, his name is Mark Leota or Leota. I kinda not too certain how to pronounce his name, but he has his YouTube channel with his name. I'll have it linked in the description below. He has just around 1,000 subscribers at this point, and he has over 4,000 videos, tons and tons of videos. I actually ran into him while I was out game hunting. He actually noticed me. I'm very bad at remembering faces and names and such, so things can just go over my head sometimes. But he recognized me, and I thought I'd just give him a shout out in this video, since that just recently happened. But yeah, go check out his channel. He does tons of video game reviews and a couple of sort of gameplay let's play videos as well. There's probably a whole bunch of other content there as well that I haven't had a chance to see yet, because again, it's 4,000 videos, a little bit over 4,000 now. He's been on YouTube for many years, so it's kind of hard to follow all of it. But anyways, let's get to the pickups. Now, these games I've actually been getting them over a couple of weeks now. I just haven't been finding much, so I thought I'd bundle stuff together to the point of... Sorry, I sort of lost my train of thought there. Basically, I just wanted to put enough stuff together to make a worthwhile video that would be interesting as well. Now, to start out with, I'm going to show you guys the oldest thing that I got here. Or I should say the first thing I got here. Sorry about that. It's a copy of Battletoads Double Dragon for the Genesis. Of course, it's not as sought after as the Super Nintendo version. I got it for $10 at Game Center in downtown Toronto. I tried playing it, and at first I was having some issues with the cartridge, like connecting, like it wouldn't sort of register, which kind of annoyed me at first, but then I ended up getting it working, and it works almost every single time. And honestly, I don't see what everybody thinks about the sort of, God, what's it called? The second level or so where he's on like the hover motorcycle thing. It wasn't that hard. Like, yes, I wiped out and died a couple of times, but after about, I want to say my fourth attempt, I made it through no problem. And other than that fact, it was a pretty fun game. I absolutely enjoyed other Battletoads experiences, but I haven't had that many experiences playing Double Dragon. Now, I'll just put that on the floor. The next game that I got this from, God, I forget what the name of the store is called, Last Gen. I believe it's Last Gen. It's a store down on College, near College and University. It's a really small store, but he has some pretty decent stuff. And the prices aren't too bad either. Your typical fare, but it's mostly older games and not as many current games. In fact, he only has a couple of like fairly new games, and everything else is older stuff. But I like going there and seeing what he has, and every so often he has some interesting stuff. I got this here. It's a Genesis game that I've never heard of before, but then again I haven't heard of many Genesis games. It's Warrior of Rome. It looks like it's some kind of a tactical RPG. Not entirely certain about it, and in fact it didn't have the manual with it as well, so I don't know, and I actually haven't gotten around to playing this yet because I've been kind of busy. And I got that for $10, and at least the cartridge and the box are in very good condition. Maybe I could track down the manual eventually. Now, the next set of games that I want to show you guys, I got these at the Value Village that I usually go to, and this was by far one of the best sets of PS1 games that I have ever found at this Value Village. I typically don't find many PS1 games at Value Villages across the city. I feel like the best game I found in the past for the PS1 has been at this Value Village as well, and it was a copy of, well, a black label copy of Final Fantasy VII, which I was really looking for, and I was happy to finally add to my collection. But this set of games here is pretty awesome as well. Now, for the most part, the games that you'd really want to be in excellent condition are in excellent condition, and the rest of them are okay, but they're all still very playable and nowhere near as bad as many PS1 discs could get. So the first game I want to show you guys is SpiderMan. I have no idea about this game at all. I don't know what it is. An action 3D brawling game or something. I have no idea. If any of you know more about this game, please just let me know in the comment section below. Oh yeah, and also all these were $2.99 each. The next game is... I'll probably leave those two for the end because they're the slightly better ones. So next is Tomb Raider 1 and Tomb Raider 2. Both the cases are kind of cracked up. This one's missing the plastic bit at the top of the case, and this one's missing the plastic piece at the bottom there, but they're just standard jewel cases. I'll just switch them out. But the discs are in okay condition, and at least now I have complete copies of those games. Now the next game kind of sucks that this wasn't in better condition, because in fact it was in a double-sized jewel case, and it's actually missing the front art on it. But at least it did have the manual. Both the discs are in pretty good condition, and the back art is still there as well. It's Metal Gear Solid, and basically there's disc 1 and there's disc 2, and the back art, like I said, but just the manual shoved into the front of the case there, and it does not fit, and the case itself is broken. Now, the last of these PS1 games that I got for $2.99 each is probably the best one of this set of games, and I'm very happy to finally add this one to my collection. It's definitely a game that I've been looking for some time, and it is a genre of game that I really enjoy playing. It is Marvel Superheroes. It's a Capcom fighting game. Where can you go wrong with that? I mean, you could go wrong with it, but there are so many good Capcom fighting games that it's kind of hard to go really bad. But yeah, you can play as a whole bunch of different Marvel characters, not just sort of Avengers characters or just X-Men or different characters like that. I'll just take the manual out and show you guys. If I can manage to take the manual out now. This case is pretty stiff, and that's kind of surprising to me that it is as stiff as it is, and I do not think that I will be able to get the manual out right now without destroying it. But yeah, you can play as like Spider-Man, Hulk, Wolverine, Psylocke, Captain America, and a whole bunch of... oh, they're on the back here. So I said those ones. Iron Man, Shuma Gorath. I honestly don't know what that is, but it looks like some kind of a floating eye, like body part kind of thing. Blackheart, Juggernaut, or Magneto. But yeah, that's another Capcom fighting game to add to the collection. Very happy to have that added to my collection, and I'm saying collection way too many times. Anyways, now the last game that I wanted to share with you guys here, I actually passed up on this twice before, and I almost passed up on it for a third time. But I'm happy that I did go to get it, even though it's not in the best condition. It was still a pretty decent deal, all things considered. Basically, it's an NES game, and I had the cartridge alone already. I'm not going to show you guys that yet. This is actually the cartridge that was in the box here, but my cartridge was in a little bit better condition. Not to say that this one isn't, it's just, sorry, my face was kind of itchy there. It's just a little bit dirty, and I honestly don't want to put any more effort into cleaning it. But it plays just fine. Mine played a little bit better, and I also have a save file on it. It is a boxed copy of Final Fantasy on the NES. Now, as you can tell, I have it in a box protector because the box itself is not in the best condition. You can see where the damage is, definitely along the corners. That side there, the tab was ripped off, and even the bottom was kind of opened up, and I had to sort of fold everything back together. But at least everything was in the box, in various conditions, of course, but everything was in there. The only thing that wasn't in there is the styrofoam piece at the bottom of the box. So here is the other cartridge. That's the one I'm going to be keeping. That's the one that I'm going to be trading off. And this here is the 84-page Explorer's Handbook that counts, let's see, it counts this as a page, and it also counts, let's see, the back and the front as a page as well. So it's 84 pages altogether, even though the actual sort of content of it is only from page 2 to page 81. But there's no reason to really complain about that. And then here's the map. It has been taped together in places, but at least the map was included as well. That's it right there. But yeah, that was pretty much all the games that I added to my collection over the last month or so. Just a whole stack of PS1 games, a boxed copy of Final Fantasy on the NES, and Battletoads, Double Dragons, and Warrior of Rome on the Genesis. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Check out my Facebook, Twitter, and website. They're all linked in the description below. I'm running a 500 subscribers contest as well right now. The video for that contest is linked in the description below as well. In the comment section, write anything you'd like, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And that's it. See ya.